Maybe we're slightly more invisible now than we were in the past, and this has its own sadness at one level, because it's surprising when you're talking to people around the hospital and they look up at your name and they, oh, you're one of the nuns. Oh, I didn't think there was any of them around, you know.
There is always a sense of sadness when things change. You know, we leave certain things behind and we move on. And I think that's what we're still doing. We're moving with the church, we're moving with the times.
Welcome to the Mater Hospital Dublin. The Mater Hospital supports a no smoking policy.
The two of us will always have each other. One thing about St. Luke's up here and being in the lodge, it's the only time you have time to think about what you've really gone through to this stage. It's a time to say, yes, I have breast cancer. Yes, I'm going to get through this. Yes, I'm going to live and carry on and be a mother to my children and see them grow up and develop into the world. And that's what this place is.
Well, I'm going to go back to work. I'm going to do everything I want to do. I don't care what that is or how much full of fear I am going to do it. If I want to do it, I'm going to do it. And if I have to do it on my own, then I'll do it on my own. Cancer has changed my attitude. You know that the saying, feel the fear but do it. That's what I'm going to do from now on.
Well, I first heard of Second Chance as Mass actually from my mother, who sent me a newspaper article about it, and it was a newspaper article was outlining what the Mass was about, and she'd kind of highlighted the lapsed Catholic and this sort of thing. And I think she noticed that I was spending most of my Sunday scuba diving instead of going to Mass. So I thought I'd give it a try, and I went in October last year, and I was very impressed. I really liked it, so I've kept going since.
Give one of those. Hi there, do you want Second Chance?
I think in today's society people are living faster and faster and running around more and more and still not finding any answers. And certainly for me, when I came back here and I came back to Mass, I found that actually was the missing element, and I was quite surprised to find that was the case. Lord hears.
You lead a kind of double life, being labelled as being positive sets you up as a target for quite a bit of discrimination. Like I said, there's a lot of stigma still surrounding it. However, going public about it is a way of saying, listen, I'm a human being as well.
I have more laughs in here than I've ever had in any other job, because people are full of energy and full of life, and there is sadness and there's fear, but there also is that desire to just get on with it.
We are no worse than anybody that has heart problems or cancer. I think we can live life in full.
Breaking down the barriers. That's what it's all about. We spread the word, not the disease. Good night.
If it is something that's made out of silver and rose quartz, for instance, I would do a lot of soldering, filing, piercing, hammering. If I'm doing a beaded piece, it would be a lot of wire wrapping. I get my hands dirty, put it that way. I love the fact that I'm self-sufficient. I now, run my own business, make my own jewellery. Before I had the shop, all the jewellery that I ever sold was always in boxes, and it was so nice to just pull it all out and make it, put it in the place where it should be, and it's home.
Because I use the body and because I use some nudity in my work, it can be challenging. For some people, and most especially for my parents, some of my work is very, very difficult to take. And you know what? That's about a mum and a dad seeing their child, doing certain things in photographs or in performances, that they have a fear that I will be used or abused over. But, you know, they're very, very respectful of what I do, and I cannot have them censoring me in the studio. I come in here to this very safe space in the studio, and I allow myself to do whatever the hell I want.